Welcome to week 3 of BIM for existing buildings. Let's recapture what we have learned so far in week 2. By now you should have a better understanding of the way in which BIM can be applied to facilities management. In addition to this, you should also now understand the existing performance metric tools that are applied by facilities managers. You should also now be able to identify the various dimensions of BIM, as well as the outlined benefits from the extant literature on BIM and FM integration. You should also be able to outline the contemporary developments of BIM and FM standards, with a particular emphasis on those that are important to the post-construction stages. And you should also be able to outline and explain the concept of a knowledge-based feedback loop for BIM and FM integration, as well as be able to identify the types of roles and responsibilities for individual design team stakeholders that are engaging with BIM data, with a particular emphasis on the pertinent or relevant information for the facilities management team members. Your pre-sessional activity for this week includes a componential synthesis of data and information requirements at the design, the construction, and the occupancy stages of a building's development. As a minimum, you should consider the 4 following thematic groups: building maintenance, energy consumption, occupancy, and building defects. Now, if you're wondering what a componential synthesis is, you can get additional guidance on what this is and what we expect to see from the brief guidance note already previously alluded to in week 1. Brief guidance note number 1 will give you an outline of what is a componential synthesis, as well as what is an exemplar of using such within a narrative. Make use of this activity, because many of the previous students used this componential synthesis as an additional component to their coursework assessment. And we hope that this material will also be presented by each student in the following week. Today's lecture is going to focus upon the 7 core dimensions of digital built environment. Now, these 7 dimensions include computational intelligence, laser scanning, machine learning, machine vision techniques, sensor-based technologies, and cloud-based systems, and finally, building information modeling. I will also outline examples of how these technologies can coalesce into one and how these can be integrated into building management systems. Also, an explanation will be provided on the potential benefits to be accrued from greater digital integration with the use of all of the aforementioned 7 dimensions of digital built environment. Your post-sessional activity for this week will again include reading material. We suggest that you use this research paper as it will provide the basis for next week's lecture. And once more, as a gentle reminder, please ensure that when you read this research paper, that you make notes and you also use that material to back up some of the claims that you will be making within your coursework assessment. Additional reading material is again suggested by the end of this week's lecture. We suggest that you take a deep look into the brief guidance note number 3. Now, this particular document has been specifically designed to enable the students to better structure their coursework report. Use this document as an aid memoir to help you structure your coursework report. So, as you have already begun to develop your skeletal plan, we hope that the next stage of your coursework development is to begin to structure it according to what is expected for this coursework assessment. And once again, this brief guidance note can be downloaded from Moodle under the section Brief Guidance Notes. Again, thank you for listening.